Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pablo from Style Systems, your image and style consultant. For more information, I highly suggest that you go to stylesystems.com.mx to understand this beautiful subject of imagology, which is the manipulation of perception and the new form of communication. Okay, I want to talk in this video about self-image, self-perception. If you've been watching my videos, you now understand that image equals perception. Image is perception. The way you perceive things create an image inside of you. But if you talk about self-image, if you talk about self-perception, it's how you see yourself. It's your self-image. How do you perceive yourself? That is senior to every other aspect of imagology, because you've heard this many different times on many different websites and motivational quotes. As you are within, so you are without. So you have to understand that the way that you perceive yourself will have a tremendous impact on how you do everything else. That's why you have to understand your essence, know thyself, which is going to be my next product. Know thyself. I can say that pretty easily, and everybody can say that pretty easily, but it's very hard to really know thyself. And it's not something that you just do once in a while. It is an ongoing process, because we're always changing. But it's knowing yourself, or your self-image is how you identify yourself with the things that are outside of you. Some people say, well, I'm an old-fashioned guy. So that means that I'm identifying myself with old-fashioned things. Suits, Frank Sinatra, certain type of smell, certain type of cars, certain type of people. That is the identity that I'm creating, and that is the image that I will be presenting to you. The things that you align yourself with, that will or is something that creates or permeates your self-image. How do you see yourself? Sometimes, or the majority of times, your self-image is bombarded by the outside, and you are being, your self-image is being damaged because of the way your friends are, because of the country that you live in, because of the media, because of your job. So let me give you a quick piece of advice, very simple. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Do some meditation, spend some alone time, and take a deep breath and revalue all of that. Are you your country? Are you your president? Are you your relationships? Are you your friends? Are you your car? Yeah, to some extent. Everything that I just told you, or that I just said, forms part of your image. True. But the moment that you realize that your identity is not what you have, boom, that is simply an amazing tip. It is very deep. To start seeing your identity with something that is something deeper. Do not create your identity based on what you have. Do not create your identity based on what others think about you. Start creating your identity based on what you like, what you want, what you're all about, which takes time. That's why we have products, books, that's why I have programs. It's an ongoing process. But just for the purpose of this video, do not think that your self-image is based on the opinions of others. It's not based on your surroundings. Your self-image should be constructed, or should be worked from the inside on what you think, not what others think of what's going on the outside. Okay? In the midst of it all, you always need to stand tall and rethink, go back to your center and say like, okay, so this is how I see myself. And that eventually will become your new identity. And regardless of what's going on, people will always perceive you in that way. So if you go and meet the Queen of England and you go and meet the homeless guy at the end of the street, you will still be the same, and you will be able to communicate with them. You will be able to communicate to gods, goddesses, to kings and queens, to people, to all around. That's why I can dress the homeless. That's why I can dress the business guy. That's why I can dress the bad boy, whatever, right? Because it's all about self-image. It's what works on you. It's inside of you. It's knowing your mind. It's way deeper. You've heard me talking about this before. You thought it was fashion. Well, think again. So I'm gonna leave you with that because I know it's a lot of information. Remember, your self-image. It's the way that you perceive yourself is senior to what's perceived as being fashionable or what's perceived as looking good or bad. It's how you filter your own things. Okay. With that, become the best version of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one.